Good evening and welcome. So slightly delayed because, well, I had to pick up my daughter from ballet. So that's the usual. Every other Monday it's gonna be a bit later than usual. Anyway, or I guess it's usual if it's always every other Monday. Anyway, good news, everyone. Valheim is just suddenly available. So that's gonna be added. I have I had tentative plans for tomorrow, but now I'm gonna be playing Valheim. So I've also taken Oddsparks out of the calendar this week. It is we played it in a demo version in a month ago or something, and it was nice and fun. But I just didn't know what to do with it. Like, I would stream it here on Twitch on Wednesday, and then I would I can't do another first look video because it's literally like a month old. So what would I do for YouTube content for it? And I just didn't know. So I think it's more relevant for us to dive into Valheim because that'll hopefully be fun. You restart with Valheim. That's one of the things that I put in my Discord announcement was, what are we going to do with Valheim? Because that's probably the first thing we want to do, because it's exactly the same as with Mistlands, exactly the same, except it's worse because now it's even further down the line from but the thing is, I can we can either restart and then it's going to be a long time until we summon the new, or we can start in an older game. I'm actually thinking of a compromise. How would that work if I took my good character and put it into a new world? That means we'd still have to build everything, but from a and sort of farm and grind and all that stuff. Still need to get that, but we would be able to venture into the new zone relatively quick because we have something. But we can't use the old world because the old world has not generated the Ashlands area. So that might be like a kind of, because otherwise it's going to be 2 months until we see the new content, and then kind of at that point it'll kind of be stale a little bit. So so this way would sort of be okay. So we need to build up a new then it'll be like some exploration and discovering some new stuff, and then getting wrecked, and then go like, well, we have to set up a farm and some wood and some something and something and some smithing, and so we'll need to go out and farm all the crap we need from like the cores and all that stuff that we need to, and all the food and all that stuff, and we'll sort of need to build it up somehow, and then that will still mean that there's going to be a good compromise between exploration and discovery and new stuff, and also old stuff, in the sense that re-exploring and also building a new base. My intention for this one is, last time we did city blocks, so this time I want everything inside the same building. I don't know how that's going to be, and I'm a little bit afraid that it's just going to be a hangar with stuff in it, but somehow I want one building, and it can sort of be expanded and something. But I think that the idea of you go inside and that's the building is a great one. So can use the old world unless you have walked around a lot in the Ashlands area. Yeah, I can, but I don't want to, because I think that I also want to explore some of the old stuff, but the whole idea of just farming copper for 5 hours just to get the copper sets so that you can go into the swamp, and then farming 5 hours of iron just to get the iron sets so you can go into the mountains, and and I'm saying 5 hours, but I actually mean 10 hours. And then on top of that, also the building stuff. I'd also really like to do the same as we did previously with the hype trains, with rewards, like big piles of stuff as rewards for hype trains, if we ever have any of those. So I think that would be like a cool thing. So, Summer God, yeah. I can talk a little bit about the event this weekend. Not much, but a little bit. Because when you go to an event that is full of love, a festival that's full of love and lovely people, it almost always happens that you crash when you come home. It's kind of the hungover period when you the highs are so high and then suddenly you're just back to trivial stuff like laundry and picking up the kids and making sure there's some food in the fridge. But when you're in that world, everything is just magical. So coming home, you always crash. And what a perfectly good day to crash today. Because, yeah, today is a little bit of a special day, but it's not been very special at all because my daughter has also been sick, so we had to cancel all our plans, and that meant, yeah, it's been a little bit of it's been really hard to sort of keep the spirits up today. So that's kind of halfway is because it's a special day, and halfway is because it's like the day after coming home from sort of a magical weekend. So it's been a bit rough, but it's always like that. It's just a little bit more today. And then with my daughter being sick but still wanted to go to her things but not doing my stuff, then that's a little bit like typical teenagers, right? No, we have to cancel all of your planned things because I'm sick. Okay, well, but I need to go to my things because I'm not that sick. And then when I picked her up, and she was like, you have to drive really slowly because I'm nauseous. Like, then don't fucking go to ballet if you're so nauseous that you can't even be picked up by car to go home. Yeah, so it's yeah, that's a bit it's a little bit rough. So that's but it was a good event. It was really interesting. Because this was it was a Tantra festival, but it was designed for a younger crowd. So I was about as old as you're allowed to be to get in there. And there's then you notice the stuff that's different from usual. And the women looked the same. There was just a look for the women that was just very distinct. That was like, I guess that's women in their 20s and early 30s that look like this in this community. It's of course a burner hippie look that with the tattoos and the hair that's too short bangs, and then sort of various length in the back, no makeup, no shamed armpits or anything. It's just, and the clothes like multiple layers, very flowy, and like there's this look that's just like, there were literally 10 women that looked exactly like this, and I couldn't tell them apart because they were like spitting images of being unique in exactly the same way. And that's funny. Like, that's the same as, like, I don't know, like 5 years ago when you sort of walked around Copenhagen and all men looked the same with the big beard and the stash and the like man bonds and, you know, like the typical urban male look. And there's just something like, sometimes there's a look and you go like, holy shit, everyone looks the same. All unique in exactly the same way. Yeah. Yeah. So that's but it was a good event. It was a little bit more quiet and a little bit more cautious than the usual thing, but it was also a beginner event, so it was nice, and I met a lot of nice people, so it was all good. So now we were back to actually a bit of gaming today. I really enjoy Captain of Industry. However, it doesn't work on YouTube anymore, which sucks, but it just doesn't. I can see that with the video today. I thought it was an interesting video, but it just doesn't perform at all. And the same with the one yesterday. Or yesterday, not last time, right? But I'm almost finished with the preparation for my Dyson Sphere video. And then maybe we can make a little bit of content for Valheim. I'm also having a lot of issues with Factorio Space Exploration because I could have streamed it. And to be perfectly honest, thank you, Zero. The stream yesterday, if it had been something I'd been super enthusiastic about, I would have tuned in, because it wasn't like I went to sleep. I was just like chilling, and I could have been chilling if it was something that was like really enthusiastic about, or something that was just, but I was like, no, I am not in the mood to getting frustrated about Factorial Space Exploration all evening and hoping that I'll be picked up by the community, and because that would kind of like, oh, but if maybe there's going to be like good conversations and we'll have like a good time, it'll be good engagement, and then that'll be sort of lighten up my mood. And I was like, no, I can't go into something like this and just going in downwards trending and hope to be picked up. That's just not how it works, because almost always when streaming or when you go to some social event, whatever energy you come in with will just be accentuated. So if I come in with down energy, then I'm probably going to drag you down more likely than you're going to be dragging me up. So it needs to be something. So I don't know what I'm going to do about space exploration, because I do love making YouTube videos for it. They're not popular. They're really not popular at all. But I enjoy making them. And there's at least a few people who enjoy making them or watching them. But I don't know. I don't feel like rounding off my week on a Sunday evening with something that's going to be leaving me more frustrated than happy. While at the end, I think it was also like last week was like the contrast between the Sunday stream and the Monday stream. Sure, there was a better hype train on Sunday, which is nice and also needed. But I was just so happy after the Monday stream. We were just chilling and we were just having a good time and just making cool designs and just tinkering with Captain of Industry. And it was just really nice. And I was like, that's the experience. That's the stuff. I need to hold on to that feeling, because that's the one that's what we want. So that's a little bit of a thing that I need to be mindful of, not to sort of do the thing that I think is the right thing, but do the thing that it feels the right thing. So, don't know. Now we have Valheim coming into the agenda, and I think Valheim will. Oh right. Also, when I played Against the Storm, when was that? When did I play Against the Storm? I don't know. That was so fun. Like, there weren't a lot of people here, but it was so fun. I really enjoyed it, and it was like, damn. Like, I played Against the Storm and it was fun. I played Captain Lucy, it was fun, and I played some and I'm what was it? I played a little bit of Elden Ring offline, and it's fun, and I'm like, yeah, I need to hold on to that. And then just have to accept that it's not going to be super popular. You're not dropping Captain Industry tonight. No, that's not my intention. Of course, I'm gauging how things are working, but I want to continue because I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think it's just a great game to sit and tinker with. But I don't know how much I can keep doing stuff for YouTube, because I don't think that it's really just trending downwards on the YouTube side. I want to do it, and I also kind of need something on my channel, and this is sort of something that makes sense. But I think that in 10 days, I guess, 10 days, we have Foundry, and that's probably around there. That's going to transition in, because I think that then we'll have a Foundry and we'll have Valheim. Right now we have Captain Industry, and now Valheim is coming in, and I think that fits right with 4 days a week. It can be 2 days of either thing, so that seems good. And then maybe there's like a random stream here and there where I can play some Against the Storm, because I really like that game. And I've been feeling that urge to play it since then. That's nice. And of course, I also have a burning desire to play Elden Ring. And I just got a mail from the account manager, the guy I knew from Bandai Namco. So I'm gonna be. He was like, "Oh, are you aware that Elden Ring is coming?" I was like, "I'm fucking aware that Elden Ring is coming out. Give me the damn keys. Give me the keys to the castle." So that's I'm gonna be writing a nice mail tomorrow and go like, "Did you know that you should actually send an advanced copy to me, or just a copy? I don't know. It's not like I need it, but if I could just get like just a teeny tiny seconds ahead of you, then that would be awesome. I know I'm not gonna get it like 2 weeks early, like Vatividya or the speedrunners or something like that does, but maybe build the rapport over a couple of years, so maybe he'll have a random key to throw away. So anyway, yeah. So No, I'm not planning on stopping Captain Industry because I'm having a good time with it. Right. However, for the YouTube video, there's a lot of things you don't see. And that was as time progressed. And there have been a little bit of a crisis during the recording of that stream. And I kind of stabilized it, but we're running out of everything. And we need to really urgently fix a lot of stuff. I was at one point having like low diesel, low coal, low iron. And I was like, well, I'm pretty fucked now, am I? And low health as well. Like, aside from that, everything is good because it took so long to design the bus and build it and get those 2,000 construction parts that everything has kind of just not been going so well. The oil is not very efficiently converted into diesel, and there's a high amount of sour water that gets put into turned into pollution, which kills our health. So our health goes down, our diesel is not good, and therefore we're also sort of using coal for a lot of other things that really shouldn't. So yeah, aside from the world coming to an end, everything is good. Yeah, I mean, it might be coming to an end, but we'll have a good time until the end, till the very end. Time for some more advanced distillation. That's absolutely right. It is definitely. We're going to do some sour water stripping, and I don't really know if I kind of want to do something different from what I've done the other times, but I don't know how to do it different because it actually works really well what I did previously. Now it's just like, how do I make it better? I don't know. So anyway, I think we should dive in. We started a little bit later, so there's not a lot. We've already spent our talking time, so let's jump into the game here. Looks like it's working.
Our illustrious champion returns.
Woo! Ninja Cholton, thank you for the 19 months. It's a sub. One sub today. Also fuel gas to diesel. Did you do that? Fuel gas to diesel. No, I didn't. Alright, so if you only watched last live stream, then things are very much different. Right now, what happens is that things come in a bus. And Master MSC, thank you for the tier 2. Why are the saves different from yours? That's because... Okay, I'll show you. Oh, that's not really clear. But that's because I take a save every hour on Twitch. But when I do a YouTube, then I take one of the saves. For example, then I was like, I look at number 16, which was the end of the last stream. And I was like, that's not a good position. So let me roll back some hours to hour 13. And then started working on it. Then I went in and made it 13.1 ready for YouTube episode 7. And then I started recording that. So that's like Twitch hour 13.1 that's edited, ready for YouTube recording. Then I started recording. And then I will have one that's called, one up here was 0.3. And then one here that's 13.4, YouTube episode 8. It should have been 7. And that's how it is. And Chris, thank you for the 500 bits. And therefore, sometimes you will see a save that's called Twitch and a number. That's the hour number divided by 4 generally. Then you'll have the stream number. And then there's the YouTube episode if I remember to do it this way. It's kind of my own weird logic for it. And Silver Season with the 200 bits. And Kakarian, thank you for the 62 months.
Welcome home.
And Sentinel, thank you for the 27 months. Good to see you. Thank you for the Prime. Right. I also had to focus the Iron Mine on cutting through this so that they could cut this corner because they were going all the way around, which sucked. Here we have a little bit of a thing. We have a lot of sour water. That's a problem. We need to deal with that. We'll do more path and decoration stuff. I'd like to, but I have a problem getting them to actually do it. So it's always like the lowest of low priority. Huh, okay. So that one just kind of out of kind of like bushes and stuff there. Right, so that's yes, I would like to, but I don't know if I get that. It's kind of one of those things where when you're sort of idling, then I start doing that. So here, for example, it's got to be really nice. Let's take that out as well. They can get a little bit across that location. I'll just cut that out. And now there's a nice slope here that matches that slope. And this bus is now taking the 5 products we have for food and getting them inbound. I know there will be eventually be more, but they're not really right around the corner here. Fruit is the simplest one of the remaining, or maybe it's eggs is actually the simplest one of the remaining ones. Yeah, more in fact, I know what you mean, and yes, I want to, but I'll upgrade that one. I'll deliver, and then I kind of want to delete this too. Oh, settlement. I do that every single time. Are you kidding me? Why am I doing that? Okay. Okay, I have to take a break. I think my daughter is not feeling so well, so be back shortly.
Our illustrious champion returns.
Sorry, that's how it goes. You saved the train. Picard, thank you for the 32 months. And the Factory Musculature gifting us up. And Kashmir saving the train with 1,000 bits. It's a level 1. Awesome. Looks like they are back online. Okay. We don't have the decoration yet. Right? No, no decoration. That's not it. No decoration in here yet. And Swammer with the 450. With the hype level hype train. Go Dad. Yeah. Clearing out my bits. Alright. Fuel station 2. That's good. Right. So what is it we want to do most urgently? We're looking at this one. This works. I'll just keep these empty. The reason why I want to have all of them in level 2 is because level 2 gets us 50% more here. So we actually get extra unity by only having level 2s. It's not much, but here's a... Food is... It's the tofu that's not maxed out. And vegetables are not maxed out somehow. Good. Let's figure out. I think this is the location we want to build at. And... I don't know. I think I'll just take this out here. And this seems really flat. Pretty flat and surprisingly flat and unimpeded. And Earnbrand, thank you for the 4 months. Much appreciated. Cool. Well, so, wasn't there a way to kill these things without sort of having to do that? Alright, let's start looking at the sour water stripper. That's over here, right? Nope. That's under oil production. Sour water stripper. Unity remove. Unity remove? How? How do you unity remove? Tools panel. Remove debris. Okay. Ah, okay. Ah, nice. Ah, didn't know that. Oh, I don't. Oh, for fuck's sake! I don't have any Unity. What the hell did I do? Health boost. Fuel saver. Okay, that was stupid. That should get us more fuel. Also because I'm now have to activate this one. That's 0.8 and this one is 1.2. So I'm using 2 Unity just for the oil, which is absolutely disgusting. It did the same thing. Yeah. All right, let's sour water strip here. I'm gonna keep it at speed 1. And that's how we use it. Yeah, no. Well, the hype train, the hype. Okay, what do we want to do? Maybe this thing I want to remove and build it. Yeah, we're gonna do the sour water stripper. Let's just build something. I want to do it with 4 this time. Last time I was doing with 3, and I'll do it with 4 this time. So it'll be even bigger. And then we won't build the whole damn thing. So what does it do? Ooh, Swammer with the 5 gift subs. Also cleaning out some of your gift subs. Remember, you have to hit at 1337 at some point. Maybe. Alright. 8 subs. So we can get a level 2, if that is possible. And then we get a lot of sulfur, which is needed for a couple of things. Let's have a look at this one. Sulfur is needed for the rubber. And the acid. And then alternatively that, right? Also to fertilizer too, yeah. And the ammoniac becomes fertilizer. That's the trick here. Whoa, Chris, thank you so much for 8 gift subs. Amazing, thank you so much. What a nice birthday present here. So yeah, I'm kind of getting into the same thought as I did last time, right? Because it just kind of feels like it's the same thing. It has water outbound. It's your birthday, yes. Let's get a liquid one. I don't feel the water should be at ground level. But now we have these in different elevations. Funny how they can actually go up to level 4. Okay, I think water will be at level 4, level 3. That seems like the most logical thing. And that's 21, so... Yeah. Whoa, Chris! Thank you so much. What with the... oh, needs to round it to 250. Ah, flip 2 and 4. I like that. 2 and 4. Thank you so much, Chris. And that's a... good... Yeah, I think that's a good one. Actually, good progress towards the level 3, actually. Okay. So I'll have something... I think I'll keep this... the sulfur at ground level. Because that's a belt. We want to keep the belt as simple as possible. And... then we do that. That's a U shape, I think. Love the music in this game. I don't know. It's a little silly, but it's just really nice. Let's do it like this. Tania, thank you for the 45 months. All right, we are getting close to another level. Amazing. You will be here. Nope. That one. Tales of our endeavors. And Paxticum, thank you for the 5 amazing gift subs. Thank you. And then I need bouncer. Yeah. Tales of our endeavors proliferate. Woo! And Monkey Man, thank you for your 5 gift subs. What's the difference between U-shape and sawdust? U-shape is for loose stuff like gravel and stone and rocks and dirt and sulfur, while the flat belt is for products that are more finished product like steel plates and copper plates and stuff like that. Things that are in boxes and more like the finished products. Cool. And it's amazing. And I'm gonna take another one that's gonna be only level 2, and then I should be able to bring it into that location. Oh, 1, 2. It has to be like this. Yeah. Actually, this is gonna look really nice. The fact that we can now build them on top of each other, I think that's gonna be an advantage. It would be really nice. Like, one thing that I really want them to do is make it so that they have different colors when there are different tiers, levels. I think that would be nice. Good. So now that's the 3 outputs. Then we're going to figure out what we're going to do with the inputs. So for example, we're going to need to get some kind of... None of this can burn, so we need some steam turbine thing here. That's probably... That's not probably. That is going to be a gas boiler that we'll use for this. And I'm going to keep it out on this side. Like that. And that will get... I'm guessing this needs fuel gas inbound. Would make sense for me. And water. Oh, this one needs to be flipped. There. Because this is coming... out of that one. And that will be the priority outbound. Yeah? And McChieftain, thank you for the gift sub. Right, we are at a level 3. So in that once in a blue moon chance of it being a higher level, then probably now is our best chance. There. And, oh, 72. So that actually... Well, it's never going to be 72 that I need, because I'm not going to need 48 steam. I'm going to need 3, 6, 12, 12. So this is going to work at a third of the speed that it needs. And then the smokestack here. There we go. Be more efficient to use fuel gas into something else which you burn. Into something else which you burn. I don't know. I would still need to have this into something. I think fuel gas is the best. I think, yeah, fuel gas is the best thing to use for heating things up. Convert the fuel gas and burn it. I don't think that's valuable. First of all, I don't have that recipe. No, where is it? Fuel gas. There. 36 to 24. And then diesel. If I use diesel to heat up, I can't even use diesel to heat up to make steam. That's really interesting. I can't use diesel for that. 60 seconds on the train. 22 subs. It's a little bit far away, but one can hope. And then the other thing will just be the inbound stuff. I think I'll build that out here. Definitely not. No, these need to be the better pipes. Keeps doing that. That's so annoying. I think I have to do it this way. Yeah. There. And that will be that amount. And it looks good. Alright, so now we look at the outbound. And that was Hype Train. Thank you for the level 3. Much appreciated, everyone. And thank you, Kashmir and Chris, for the Hype Train leaders. I feel burning wood chips is best. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... I just don't have wood chips yet, so... Oh, I do have wood chips. Oh, nice. Wood chips. Yeah. That's a good point. Don't have it. Well, do have it, but I haven't thought about it. And I've been struggling for wood for a long time, but now it's finally caught up because it took so much forever time to get this done. Okay, now we've done all the inputs. Now we need to just do the outputs here. And the lower output, this is going to be the sulfur. So let's figure out, one side will just be all the sulfur crap. I think I'll put sulfur crap on that side. So let's see, what was it with sulfur? It goes into rubber. That's the primary thing. Then the secondary thing is fertilizer. And a box so it can be picked up. And then acid. And then whatever remaining has to be turned into slag to get rid of it, because we need to make sure that it doesn't jam. So any residual will have to be converted into slag. Good. So that means the first thing is, if I don't prioritize fertilizer, then I risk having fertilizer be stuck. And fertilizer comes here. That means we need oxygen production together with ammonia. So let's get this. Okay, how much is this producing? This is producing 9, so that's 36 fertilizer. Where do we make fertilizer? In a chemical plant. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. You can click that. Factorio, Dysonsphere, learn from that. Oh, that's a lot of weird crap that comes in here. That one. All right, so now we can see. And this consumes 12, so I need 3 of these. I don't need to build all 3 immediately, but I do need 3 of them. And that also needs 18 plus 18 plus 18. Oh, that's an awful number. I'm just going to copy you and get you a little bit closer to this side. Yep. And that means we need... Oh, dear. Where is that? I don't know where that air separator is. Air separators, yeah. So we need 2 of these air separators. I'm kind of seeing the problem with this build, that it actually works better with 3 instead of 4. Because this is now... No, this is matching the 4. Okay. 4 of these becomes 3 of these. That's good. But this is producing 36, and that is not enough. So I need 2 of this. So I'm wasting half of one of these. It is what it is. Anyway, so that is still not it. Because I also need to make it into fertilizer 2. Because there's no... Can I even make fertilizer 2? I don't think so. Wasn't there a search bar somewhere here? I thought there was a search bar. Someone has been yelling at me for search bar. Oh, it's not control F. Okay. Organic. Fertilizer. And chemical plants. Chemical plants 2, yes. But fertilizer, I do have it. Okay, so I can also make fertilizer 2. Fertilizer 1. No, where is fertilizer 2? There. That's... Oh, and it's in a mixer. Cool. Okay, so we need mixer. And this... 30, and this is 30. Oh, wow. I have... Well, don't we get... We probably get better mixers soon. But we also get better chemical plants at some point. Ooh, that's too close. But hold on. Why not just do it like this? Because they're not going anywhere. Except in here. They are exactly even. That means it's going to be easier to... Yeah, this might not be bad. It's probably pretty good. Yeah, it takes less space here, but it still needs a little bit more space than this because it needs to have 2 other inbounds inbound. And this has no other outbounds. Okay, so I still need 2 belted stuff inbound. Pipes are just easier to move up and down, so they're cheaper. So I'm going to get some inbound here. I'm assuming it goes that way. And then... there. Right? Turn the mixer sideways. Nah, because then I need the belts to move around. Then I'm going to be using way more belts. I'm going to save on pipes and use more belts. And that's not a good deal. So I'm going to do this. And... oh, this is actually sulfur outbound. That is... let's build that like this. Yeah. And then we just have to rotate the other ones. Rotate and kill. Yeah. All right. I like. We don't know where that's going, but it needs to go somewhere. Into a box. That looks ugly. There. I like it. Break. Yeah, I'm going to skip the break because I started late and I also took another break for running after my daughter. So we'll skip one break. Okay, so if I look at this... second level. Oh, and that has to be a good pipe. Medium pipe, yeah. Nope. Like that. Ooh. That's better. There we go. So that takes care of all of the outputs for that. I have one unresolved input here. And I have the unresolved liquid output here, which is going to be a little bit more tricky because I don't know where that's going to go. But I certainly don't want to go that way, actually, now that I think of it. I actually wanted it to be this way because now it's kind of pointing away from the location that's needed the most. Well, anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea how I want to build this somehow in a logical way. I think it just has to be something like this now. It's not fancy or anything, but it gets in here. And that becomes fertilizer 2. And then we'll figure that out later on. Good. Let's take the other part, and that's the sulfur part, which is already taking one bit out there. And the other sulfur goes on a belt here. Yeah. You could flip it all to face the other way, the plants and fire. And yes, but then I have something else that's flipped the other way. But I think it's more likely that I'll rotate it like that way. But let's just design the whole damn thing and then figure out how we feel about it. This is also needs to be a good pipe, unfortunately. But it can be on the lower level. It's cheaper, marginally cheaper. And the nitrogen is... I love that you can go in here and just right click and then see what is the nitrogen used for. It's used for ammonia together with hydrogen. That might be something we want later on, but later on is not something I can worry about too much right now. So right now we'll just poof, get rid of it. We can always bring it out on a higher belt pipe out here and just vent it. So now comes the part about what is the first thing we want. So we have this one prioritized, which will go into here. Priority out, go out here. Great. The second priority we need is going to be, let's actually look at that sulfur thing, is rubber. Rubber is second priority. Yes, so let's make a rubber maker. Is that the same size? No, not really. Whoops, disappeared. Another way of finding it. Here I'm gonna make only that one. Ooh, diesel inbound. Yeah, I guess there's no other way than getting diesel inbound here as well. Do we make 2 of those? 36 rubber. It doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, these are definitely gonna be flipped. There. And that goes in. Now this is not a hard prioritization, but it is, yeah, well, a soft prioritization. I think we also have another issue, and that is the water. What are we going to do with the water? Because we're going to have an excess of water. These ones are producing 21 each, and I'm only consuming 3. So it's an 18 surplus water surplus here. We could throw it out, but there are other places where we need water, so it kind of seems silly to throw it out. This one is needing only 12, so let's take a cheaper pipe here. And that just goes up to here. Good. So that's done. And this one will just get something inbound and alert if empty. And rubber and alert if empty. Actually, I think I want 2 of these boxes and then another box here that's outbound. There. Good. Have rubber maker. Are you getting rid of those? Yes, I am. Because I want to feed it as part of this one. Because this is the only place I get sulfur. I'm playing earlier, although I'm about 300 texts behind. 300! Don't throw the water. Slide into diesel and farms. Absolutely, but it's just getting it there. But you're right. I definitely need to make sure that I have water which is prioritized to go back here. But then the excess water goes somewhere. And there's also going to be a startup problem. Right, the next part we need is the raw sulfur out. Because I do know what it's going to be used for. It's going to be used for the tofu. Yes, the weird tofu. So you're just going to be a box of sulfur. That should be warned if empty because it should be full. And then after that, we can start making the acid. There, that's going to be the next one. And that's actually consuming 6+. This is also consuming water. So that's another thing that can consume water. From the fluid container. Looks like the rubber diesel is 1 tile off from the other. Like in here? They're not. They're good. If that's what you meant. So we get water. Yes. Yeah, also acid for copper. Absolutely. The acid is for the copper. That's the only thing we need it for. And I think I'm going to build 2 of those. here. And that goes in here. And is that a... That's only a white belt, so that's constrained by 60. And this just never works. There. Nope, it doesn't work. How do I get it to work then? There, now it works. Okay, so it just can't dive straight in and become that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But it works now. All right, and inbound and inbound, yeah? Ooh. Then I needed to move one out. No, it's actually, it's this one. You will change to that. There. I don't think I need two. So let's just prepare it for inevitably needing two, but right now just save it for one. The same with this. Like they are ready for having bigger storage, but not just yet. And then the last thing we need is just throw the rest of it into making slag, because there's a ton of sulfur plus a little bit of limestone. That means we need the limestone in here, and you just need a slag outbound. There, right? So it's slag outbound. Slag, never go full, so like that, and alert if full. And that goes with the rest of it inbound. Now it's kind of a little bit of a shame, because there will always be something that goes by, because this is like a 50% split, 50% split, 50-50, and then as things sort of fill up, then nothing goes. There will always be something that goes in and gets wasted, which is a little bit of a shame, but yeah. And this will then be limestone coming in. One if empty. And that goes two places. It goes in. Yes, I like. Now I could also just take this one and go over on that side here. That is much better. Oh yes. And this is outputting 42, so this has to be a good pipe. Yep. To slag, you have to put a balancer all the way down, forcing it to the other first. Yes, I am aware. But on the other hand, you can also say that first everything gets prioritized here. Then secondarily, this one, then these two. And only excess goes out. So it's still like everything that comes in here is only half of that goes in. So I think it's self-balancing, because it'll be such a small fraction that gets leaked in here. There. And this one obviously has to be bigger. And it might as well already be prepared for the next one that's much bigger. Now that is a nice build, because everything is on one side. Do we feel we're missing something? Because I like this build. It is pretty neat. Water balancing above. Okay, yeah, water balancing. Yes. Remember the problem with water balancing here, because depending on the consumption of acid and fertilizer, you either need to top up water or remove excess. Maybe leave space for water buffer. Yeah, that's a great idea. Although I can't really do that. Like that one will always be fine. It's just that I should actually have a balancer here. And I should probably have a box, but I can't afford to have a box. I'm gonna have to just count on the storage inside here. But let's do a balancer here. Because now we can build the balancer up top. 1, 2, 3. There. And that will then prioritize it outbound here. So first is water, excess water, all the water comes in, goes into this balancer, gets recycled first. That takes the first 12 of them if it's fully operational. And it produces 21 times, that's 42, that's 84. So 84. Then it goes down here, and if these two are fully operational, which I doubt they are, then still can consume 60. So right now there will be no excess. There will never be an excess water here. Can I just let the water be here? Oops. Yeah, and then I can still bump this up to a bigger one. And then I hope that it might work. That actually has to be a better pipe. Build pipe 1 for fertilizer. I think you are +2 at full capacity. +2 what? Too few rubber makers. That might be correct. I think you might have a point. Build pipe 1 instead of 2. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, right. Good spot. I kind of agree with this when I need to build big, but I think the majority of this comes from actually sometimes you just need to consume it for other stuff like vehicles or belts, and then you will just drain it. But on a normal sort of throughput level, but I do agree that it would probably be nice if I could, like, okay, so now comes the biggest question that's always there. Oh, I just designed it so nice. If I take it apart, can I even put it back together without breaking a million other things? Don't know. Need a huge box. This is also prepared for the big box. I can put in a big box here. So it is prepared for that. See? That would be like here and here, right? So there is room for it. And the same with this part is also prepared for a bigger box. But the other ones, I don't want bigger boxes. But this one could be like a double box here if I need to, or even a bigger box. And then none of these need to be. Oh, what is this? This is the this sour water inbound. Yeah, I need rubber for electronics. I think that's correct. I think we'll just have to put in the hard work to get that rid of this. Let's do this and then start moving things out. I mean, I'm still should be like, I have built it once, I can build it again. But there's also the part about, couldn't I just copy paste something so it'd be a little bit easier? Apparently not. Not really. These things, this thing, and that one, and this one, and But then there's even less point in having them flipped around. I really don't like not having one space between them. But on the other hand, if I didn't have a space between them, they would actually feel like they aligned with the other ones, and that would also be a boon in and of itself. So let's do that. Now I don't have to activate everything at once. And this is now consuming only 12, so I can use pipe once. Careful. There. That has to go on level 1. Level 1. Yes. Okay. And that needs to now go into a box. Completely useless, but now it's symmetric. And that's that. Yeah. There. Okay, and now I start sort of merging the rest of it in back in here. Don't think I need 2 of these, and they can also be upgraded if need be. There. So this is the water pipe. But that was where I decided that it should be a bouncer. Hello? Yes, and with a priority outbound here. Okay, the next one is... I have not actually hooked this up. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, because it's across from something else. Okay, so water and sulfur is inbound. Yep. And this will now be going in here and in there. Let's get this next to it. And that will be that should be fine. I don't like that I have not built this as a level 2 pipe and not just only as a level 1 pipe. I think that might be a mistake. Right, I think we want to do this. Can I take a blueprint of this? How do I take a blueprint? I haven't done blueprints in forever. Create new blueprint. Sour water stripper. There you go. They would be better 2x2, but it would push your output boxes further. Yeah, but that's also not, like, it would just look nicer, but it wouldn't do anything. Like, this is already consuming quite a... How much do we actually need? 12 plus 12 plus 12, so 24. Okay. Do we want to activate the whole damn thing? Or, and also the next thing is, where do we want to, or how do we want to build it? Because there's also a merit to doing it. There's going to be a hell of a lot of traffic over here. So my main concern about this is that I would need... I'm just going to put it down before I break it. You break it, you buy it. Did I... Oh, these are off center, right? These are definitely not correct. No. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Because this... How much off are they? 2 tiles, I guess. Right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so now they are aligned. And this obviously is coming from all of that junk here. But I need to upgrade this part as well. So I'm kind of feeling this might be too close. And I need to sort of squeeze it as far over as I can, because I don't know what else is coming. Oh, man. Yeah, we're breaking some stuff here. Okay, I need to level a little bit of this. Yes. Let's level this first. There we go. Compactor. Great. Alright, so we're now sending it over here. This shouldn't be that big of a deal to remove this. See above about how to build it. Consider piping diesel and water to from oil refinery. Yes. Diesel and water to from. Yes. Oh, definitely. I want to do that. I want to build it as a self-constrained thing, because it also means that I could theoretically use it again, at least. Pipes for diesel and water. The oil refinery. Yeah, but the thing is, the oil refinery is not going to look like this. When all of this gets removed, then I'll build something else. But we will do this kind of thing where it merges in. And the same with the water, feed it back to something that needs water, like this one, for example. This is... Yeah, so get it into probably this, where there's a water need. We just overload it here. And the diesel, of course, we can also just drag it that way, eventually. This one is a mess, by the way. Look at that, like, oh, prioritize all of this. Okay, I think I want to build it, but I really should be allowing them to remove this first. Because otherwise they'll start trying to dig underneath it. I don't know. Can they even do that? I think they can sort of dig around some of this stuff. But if I can just take these stuff out, and it should be enough room for them to dig out what they need, right? Yeah. Okay. No, that is... I think that's actually necessary, that part. Yeah, we're gonna scoop it up here. This is not necessary. All right, so I can start building something, right? Let's see. We also need water coming in as... let's see. Let's start by just getting some of it online. How to see what's not online. I'm trying to keep this off for now. That's working. That's getting online. So let's get this online first. We're definitely going to need more, but... have you considered that all your input and output could be belted and piped? Yes, I have, but I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, because it's going to be turning everything into spaghetti, and then I'll be using a lot of power and energy to move things around within something that's low quantity. So there will be some things where I go like, this is going to be like a steady supply all the time, so let's get it done. But other things will be more like, it's fine that they go back and forth with a little bit of copper. But the copper from here to here is awful. Oh yeah, by the way, this should be upgraded because copper is running out soon. We just don't know it yet. Ghost blueprint blocking vehicles is so annoying. No, it's actually really nice. That's how I boxed them into my into my road here. And also apparently box them out of the road. That's how I want them to go through. That's that area. Okay, we have a lot of oil here. That's good. And I'm still on fuel saver, but I had to upgrade this because I was just not getting enough. Okay, they are not working because you don't have anything. Oh, interesting how that's... I'm going to put that as on. And I don't have any fuel gas inbound, right? No. I have it here, but that I need to get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of this. The problem is we don't have any fuel gas being produced because the only fuel gas we get... Okay, now we can actually... Mine control tower has no designation. That's because all of this got annihilated. Is that good? Just a little bit more? Just a little bit more greed? Oh, don't do that. That's not necessary. But let's take these. Anyway, so that should be fine. I'm not getting anything until I got water, but I'm not getting fuel gas. What else could we go? Ooh, we could actually get some of the light oil in here. Right? At least for the very short term period thing. I wish there was more than just priority up and no priority. If there was also a priority down, it would be nice. Because obviously this is highest priority. Okay, this is a little bit of a hack. Let's make it with a T1. So where do I want to go? How can I not go above this? Is that... Oh, because that's also tier 3. Why did you decide to do that? Oh. I need this to... Okay, you go back to that infinite build here. Implicit additional priority by using a different level of pipes. Alright, that's good. That's a good point. But I also think that it's fine. It'll probably not be a problem. But this is annoying. Okay, we got a pretty decent amount of unity. Feels weird, this... There. That's level 2. But you're level 2. Feels so weird. It's probably this one. I don't know why this is so difficult. So now it's level 2. I didn't want it level 2. I wanted... I don't get any of this. Is this level 1 or level 2? There we go. Done. Easy. First try. And I also need to cut this out because I need this as a box here. Okay, good. Let's hurry up and build that because that was actually kind of essential. What is this? There? Don't know if that's working, honestly. Let's try that. And this sucks that it has to go down and go up again. Oh well. You're not working because water outbound. Okay, cool. Let's start working on the rest. And let's see. I don't want... Could I just do all of it and then just tap some of the stuff that I don't want built like this here? There. Because I think everything else is fine. Then I don't need that one either. And maybe I don't need 2 of these either. So we can save a little bit of resources on this build. Good. Yeah. And it might be a good idea to take a loan out. Oh, by the way, we also have to trade here. I forgot that. That was annoying because we are upgrading vehicles. Just forgot it. Fuel gas from waste settled sludge. We don't have that. That's way back, way later. Way later. Fluid storage low on diesel. That's kind of understandable. I think we want to drag it over a diesel line here. Are these level 2 or level 3? They're level 3, 2, so that's fine. That means I can actually take something here. What happened? There. Like that. Not enough workers. Oops. There you go. I have enough workers now. Unit to build. Ah, okay, never mind. You're already done. Right, so the rubber maker. The rubber will now have to be replaced. This rubber maker. So, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, to the point of emptying. And then mark them as when they're empty, because that means we can remove them. But then I need to make my rubber belt come in somewhere here. I don't know. Somewhere. Maybe next to the fuel belt. I guess. Since that can be level 3, then we can just take a level 3 all the way in. Yeah, let's do that. What? Why is it not connecting? Oh, like this. Seems pretty good location, to be honest. And then a lift. That's annoying. Why does it refuse to go? It just fucking flips. Stop flipping. Flip. Okay, so I guess I have to do this and then cut it in. Weird. Okay. This one should also be marked when empty. That's good. And that should be also empty. When these two disappear, that's perfect. And then we'll have the fuel pipe out as well. This is almost done, actually. Booster is low on diesel. That's to be expected because we kind of used a lot of diesel here. Oops. This one actually should be a small diesel storage, but... Right, what are we doing here? Do we have... Hey, we have some of that. This one's full, good. This is the slag, this is the limestone coming in. And the last ones are actually being worked on. Nice. And it's probably dead because of water surplus. Yeah. So let's get this water surplus done. Should we just get a little bit of a loan just to... Oh, credit score 100. Oh, it doesn't get better than 5.4. I don't think we need that much. Oh, this one wasn't... Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think I need to build all of it. I know it's a lot of junk, but... Don't think I need to build that one, no. Low supply of coal, good. So these can now be taken out. Hello, streamer. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's alright. By truck from the rubber maker. From the rubber maker. What? Oh, from this one? Yes, off. They should not be picking this one up. But it also annoys me that it's a small... They are definitely not picking anything up from this one. They can't do it when it's like this. Not enough workers. Oh, and we are fucked. Like, this is... because of the water pollution. And the water pollution comes primarily from this awfulness. Also, this one will be reduced as well soon. None of workers. How? Oh, 20 workers missing. I guess these ones should stop working soon. Alright, well, anyway, I think we can just pause some of this just for now. Right? Those supply of diesel, we know that. And panic about it, but that's the way it is. Your lower elevator, you can just copy paste. Overflow didn't attach to existing. What? Peter, your lower elevator, you just cut paste, didn't connect. Really? It did not? Why not? It does. That one? It does connect. If that's the one you meant. Like, why are they not pulling in from this belt? I definitely want this off, and I definitely want that off. I don't want them to bring stuff in here. Like, they're chugging along, but they're not sucking in more stuff. Why not? Huh. Okay, so this one's still constrained. Low supply of diesel. I think we might be okay. And what are you burning? Okay, so you have the fuel gas. So you are burning light oil. Perfect. Which is fine for now. We can get 3 workers. We can get 3 workers. So that gets a little bit better here. This one? Notify when full. Because I don't want this to be full. I don't even know where to put it then. Oh no, power! Why is I can't take power? No! No. What the hell? I hate the fact that it says 16 and then it's not 16. Like, this auto balance is just so unstable. Right, I guess this is what we need to build now. I don't know how to... I think we need to kickstart it. Okay, well, let's kill some other big fuel consumers. Like, I'm consuming 11, which is a big fat lie. And this just keeps crashing. Oh, I hate that. It's so annoying that it works like that. Like, if it says 16, then give me fucking 16. Why? That doesn't work, does it? That does work. Ah, it doesn't work then. Yeah. That's gonna suck. That's just killed all our power. All of our power just died. And it because it cannot start again. I hate that. Okay, but they're spinning up now. Shouldn't that be doing stuff then? Like, what's the problem then? Yeah, turn off. Problem. Oh, I don't really want to have auto balance off. That's the thing. Because that's using way too much power. Like, the whole point of auto balance is that it should auto balance. But if it doesn't auto balance, then it's not really working. And it has never worked. By the way. Just gonna say that. It has never worked. So auto balance works fine if you're using less than 60% of the power. But if you get anywhere above 60%, then it just doesn't work. Well, it is like these are. Why are they not producing? Missing input. What the hell are they doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is producing. We agree. This is producing. It is Steam. Steam should be doing stuff. Now it went to 0. And it's gone. It makes no fucking sense. I'm producing 48 and I am producing 48. And they just refuse to. Like, if they're 48 out of this, there's 24 in here, there's 24 in here. Why are they not running 100%? No. This one's working. Look, it continuously works. It might be a little bit close, but it is continuously working. If this is continuously working, it's continuously outputting 48. These ones, if they get 48, then they damn well better should work 100% of the time. But they're not. These are pushing at 60, so that's easily enough inbound. I'm gonna just fire up these two. Yep. Well, that'll work for a while. Let's keep pushing here. It's not to keep it running. Yeah. Yeah, so it's but I still, okay, so my very naive perspective, if the water is coming in at 90% of what is needed, then I would expect to get 90% of the water out. Like, look at this. I'm still not getting any power out of this. Like, how long have we looked at this and it still doesn't produce any power? It says missing input. There's no fucking way that's true. How are they not missing anything? Right now they're missing water. A little bit. But I have not been able to get any power. So where does all the heat, the coal that goes into water, becomes steam? Where does it go when it doesn't become energy at all? It just disappears. It's turned the right way. Stop saying that. Like, seriously, it's been working for 50 hours and I cannot get it started now. For reasons that just blow my mind, it doesn't fucking work. Like, if you burn coal, that makes steam. That steam disappears. It does not get turned into power. Like, we've not seen any power being produced, and it's, look at this belt moving. This belt is power. This is fuel for the steam. The steam gets turned in, gets done here. Maybe it's not working 100%, maybe it's working 95% of the time, but it damn well better fucking work because it's producing steam, and that steam just doesn't work. Like, it's... Now it starts working. Like, how? But I don't understand why it didn't produce it. Like, if you're putting 10% coal in, 10% water in, I should get 10% power out. But this seems like if you are not 100% power in, 100% or 100% fuel in, 100% water in, you get 0 power out, which I think is stupid. Like, very, very simple. Utterly stupid. And I've always been annoyed at the way these are working. They work flawlessly when you're at less than 60%, but not like this. Not like this. That... yeah, I distinctly dislike how these are working because they're ridiculously fragile. The steam pipe need to be charged at 48 first, but it was like I've been looking at this for 5 minutes. Don't tell me that I have not filled up the 5 steam that is in these pipes. It is the fact that it disappears. It gets turned into power, and the power, if that's not good enough, then it just goes away. Diesel power trickling down was 800. Of course it's trickling down because I've been relying on diesel power to to fuel this because this stupid power plant doesn't work. And now it's back online, but not really agreeing that it's working the right way. Right. I'm gonna pause these two because I don't want them to sort of accidentally do anything, and I don't want them to be figured in here, and if it crashes then we'll have to fix it. But I need to build a new power plant because this fucking sucks. I hate the power plant. I hate the power plants. It's so fragile. That's why I like solar, even though it's bad. Then it's because it doesn't do these weird things that make no sense. I think it's a clever mechanic which requires you to keep power super stable, otherwise it collapses. Much like a real grid. That's not how a real grid works. Yes, yeah, well actually, a coal power plant, yes. And then you need like a gas turbines to kickstart it. But the thing is, like, you go for realism, but in a realistic scenario you have thousands upon thousands of people and hundreds of IT systems doing nothing but monitoring a slight drop in frequency to make sure that you scale up and scale down, you sell, you buy, all that stuff. Here is like, it's a fucking game. Like, it shouldn't be like, oops, it's crashing, death spiral, you're dead. And it really is. It's like, it's not very forgiving. It's not, yeah. That's my gripe with it, is that it's like, I saw it before it crashed, but I couldn't prevent it from crashing. So yeah, don't like it at all. Let's just use the space for. I don't know what I want to burn here. I think that it might be like fuel gas or something. Coal is... Wood chips are actually a good idea. Because wood chips is sustainable. But it is 48, and 48 wood chips is 48 wood. Power generation 2 is not near. This one? Yeah, that's not near. I do have power generation. I have the power that I need. The next power is this one, and that's way far away. No, power generation 2. Oh, crap. That is actually true. We can't do that yet, and we do need it. Power generation 2 I have, but it is true that I shouldn't be building it until I have power generation 3. I don't know if this helps or does anything. Probably not. And then all the stuff that I panic disabled, that I have no idea what I need to re-enable this again. But I can't enable it because then the same shit happens again. It's getting up there again when it's... But now I've disabled any and all. Like no auto balance, it just burns max rate. Like one big problem. I don't trust it. I simply do not trust it, so I can't do that. Are these filling up or emptying? They seem to be... Fucking hell. I fucking hate this shit. It is so fucking awful. Like, why is it not producing 16? Like, I have water. They... fucking hate it. There is no one... What is... The water is coming in. I don't get why the water is not coming in, by the way, because it says 48 and it's coming in here at a rate of 60. So how the hell does that not just work all the time? Like, what the hell's wrong with this water? Based on the average consumption, but it's a supply issue at the moment. Water keeps stalling somehow. Yeah. Which makes no sense. This is... Okay, this can just be upgraded then. That's probably it. These two are 2 times 60, and then this one is now more. And this one's 60. So these should... If they're full, then I don't understand why they can be in any kind of shortage. Like, they're consuming 48 and these ones can provide 60 and they're full. Yeah. Don't understand any of it. We do have another issue, and that's we need to make this and then make that one. There's no point in making a new power plant until I have this, because this is a massive step forward. But we need to get this one going and then that one. But this requires lab 3, which requires steel and paper. What the fuck? Paper. How do I make paper? Using diesel first and then adding steam on top? No, it's not. It's the priority is, this is low priority. The diesel generator here is low priority. That's priority 11. And this one is priority 6. It's just weird. I've not tried mana lords, and I am yet is not the right word to use because I am not going to. Weird that these are not empty. Why are you not empty? This is so weird. Like it should be emptying. Okay, so let's try and figure out why things are not working here. Yeah, it's not working because I can't consume it. This is not working because I'm not getting that one.
A new subscriber arrives.
Yep, it's a 404. Thank you for converting your sub. Alright, so this one was waiting, so that's not really working. And this should be enough to power 2 of these. And we have bad health, so that's the usual. I'm gonna have to find something here. This research lab is the next thing. Should solve the water issue, but it's only 60 minutes for pumps, rainwater covering the rest, but clearly wasn't enough. Yes, it was when the rainwater reservoirs were empty, then I couldn't get enough. I think that's correct. But unfortunately, it's a really long way until we get this. And in the meantime, we're just not consuming this. This is so ridiculous amount of star water that I have. And I can't build it anymore because I don't have the power for it. High supply of water. What the fuck? What are we going to do about this water? Well, there was something about that water somewhere. Right? It was down here. Yes. Is that level 2? No, that's level 3, so I don't care. And then okay, that didn't need to flip it. So that gets over here, merge into this one, which will be prioritizing that inbound. And that goes into this water reservoir, which should be flowing. And that means this one should also be flowing. And that should get rid of this water eventually. Meaning that... Oh, crap. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, set farms to consume it. Yes. But that needs to means that they need to go over here. And how is that one? That's empty. I mean, somewhere over here, I need to bring in. Current tech is too advanced for our lab. Yep. And they need some of those items. I'm so screwed. Low supply of coal. Of course. Tiny segment to flow the other direction. I have no idea what you mean. That offends half the farms. Alright, because of this little segment here. Right? So this one needs to come in here. High supply of water. How the fuck are we not getting rid of the water? How are they producing so much water? Well, they are. Might actually have to just pour the water in anywhere. There's really nothing that needs water in high degrees. Like, this needs a little bit. But this one should be actually needing not much either. Yeah, it's because it's not really needing a lot of water over here. I'd have to go all the way over and then get it into like this part here. This could also be a way to get it in here, but that would be like an obscene amount of weird piping. Yeah, ignore the core problem, you're right. I don't know why. I don't know why. Not enough workers. Oh my fucking god, this health issue is just not getting better. And then of course it's the power plants that decide to not work anymore. This is also just absolutely ridiculous how these are not getting rid of this. I don't understand. Like, we must be using rubber, but it has not even emptied this belt. I don't understand that. What can we disable? Nothing. Oh, it's the wrong one. I don't know how to make paper. Like, I don't know where paper is coming in. I don't know what it's used for. It's only used for one thing in the entire game. What an absolute shit show that is. Which kind of means that you have to make an assembler for this, just this. What? No, this one. A chemical plant. Needs 3 inputs, right? Yeah. Yeah. And that goes in here. And then steel comes on the last belt, right? F. Turn the other way. And that gets the steel in here. And these ones can't be upgraded until this one is actually working. And this needs limestone and wood chips. So I need a shredder for this.
Our illustrious
I forgot my break, didn't I?
returns. Welcome home.
And Mr. Power, thank you for the 22 months. Something wrong with the new update? No, it's not the new update. It's the power that's really frustrating to work with. This is shit. What? Do we also need steam for water? You gotta be kidding me. Steam? Oh, this is so frustrating. Why? Why is this necessary? Why is there suddenly, for this really annoying thing, we just have to make 3 things that have nothing to do on the bus or anywhere near any of this production? That's annoying. Really annoying. Like, what the hell is this steam going to do? Yeah, make paper elsewhere. It's just such a waste because paper is not used for anything. It's used for one thing, and now I have to bring it over. But I guess paper and water is kind of the same, or paper and wood is the same scale, so I guess paper gets stuck in this kind of thing here. No. That's an important thing. You must be able to recycle these because they end up the weirdest places. That's weird. Why did I break my rhythm for this? Yeah, I did. Let's fix that while we can.
Our illustrious champion.
There you go. Magistars, thank you for the tier 3 for 26 months. Out of there before you get... Oh, that's just not how it works. There. So everything except the stupid paper here is working. High supply of water. Are you kidding me? Get rid of that stupid water. God damn it. Are these finally emptying? Oh, you're still working. I have a feeling that eventually this water will work. We'll get rid of it, but I don't know. Do you know how to remove vehicle parts from the construction? Yes, like this. You just put another box next to it, requesting vehicle parts, and they'll be picked up and brought back in there to that location. Oh, right. There we go. Well, water is not working. Paper is not working. Let's get that as a warning as well. What else is there? Paper, copper. Okay, I can't deal with that right now. Just power up that one just a little bit, and then I'll get more. Where do we want to make paper? I think paper could be made over here. I could also make it here because I have excess water of uselessness. But I don't want to use this space because it's kind of... Oh my god, I also forgot this one. This one's also just disastrous. Are you getting anything inbound? Yeah, you are. Okay. So here's a problem that they are not actually working well enough here. They're not consuming enough. There's a fertilizer overview and they're not using it. So I need to up. Fertilizer management is completely impossible. Oh my god, this is horrible. You have limestone there? Limestone where? Yeah, I have limestone here and water as well. That's actually true. So maybe make a chemical plant here.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
And as soon as I build it, then I start making amendments and then breaking it. Lovely. Paper. So I got that limestone. I got this. I don't have the steam, but I could get the steam, right? That's here. This is steam. Level 1? This is level 1. No, this is level 0. Weird. Weird. It's the steam. And the limestone can then be made. Here. And the only thing missing is wood chips. It's super useful to enable slack recipe for mixers. That way, if there's a lack of ammonia or excess of fertilizer, they will switch to destroying extra sulfur. That's already what I have here. This one's destroying extra sulfur anyway. And it consumes 30, so I don't need to have anything. This one, though, has to be built. I don't like this. Because now I'm needing 2 inputs more out here, which is just sucks. Just sucks. Like, I should have incorporated it somewhere, but now it just has to be added out here, which is just not a great place to build it. Damn it. I don't think I should have this water here. I think I should just bring it straight out. Yeah, I think I should bring it out there instead. Somehow there's just nowhere that I can bring out the water. I just dislike this. The fact that there's no space where I can draw a straight line. Infuriating. No straight lines here either. There's just no straight lines. Oh my god, I hate this. I'm just ruining my nice design already. I had a nice design and now I've completely fucked it up. Ugh. Oh, maybe, I have that one. Maybe I just built it here. Rotate, build. Priority, no priority. Good. This one disappears. This one disappears. Kill it. Kill it. This one disappears. And that means this one doesn't need it to be here anymore. Ah, shit. Acid will go water last. That's true. That doesn't work. It has to be up here. Damn it. That's kind of important to keep this going. Maybe that's better. It's a little bit silly. The steam goes over here. Now I have one input here, or output for that matter, but I actually need more. Hey, these are non-full. So that would be either the wood coming in or the income out, but it kind of has to be both, you know? Then I'm gonna take wood in, and that will be shredded. I actually like to have the wood shredded thing. Now I have to build it out here. So this will be wood inbound. Kind of want a small one. Okay, wood. Half full. And that goes into a shredder, which I have no idea where I find. There. Like that. And then I need these two outbound here. This one outbound. As the outbound for yeah. This needs to be going further out. And you will have that. What now? And it's fine, so let's abuse you for clearing this area. Good, for a little bit. Health is positive again. It's random. That's not really... Like, also this one. It's just awful. Would it be better to bring this up and then these two down? And then could be... Hmm. That's a U-shaped lift. Yep. You just go in like that. I think that's better. Good. So that needs to keep flowing while we wait for this to be emptied. Okay. If I do this, then it'll also be easier to remove the other one. And you can go back to your normal area of there. Good. Get rid of this. And hopefully this can also just help a little bit. Good, and that needs to be built. Okay. Get rid of it. And get rid of you. That one. And that'll be wood. No, it'll be paper. So we think we can start working on this, right? That was a lot of hassle. And that gets us maybe the steam over there, which will give us a slight increase in water / steam production. Very, very slight. This one's not set to recipe. And what is your problem? Off. Yeah, no one can reach this, but they're not supposed to. And this is producing 24, so it can easily keep up. Limestone storage needs belt reversing. What does that mean? Limestone storage, that one. Need belt reversing? Don't know what that means. Yeah, this is an input going in here. We got the ammonia, we got the steam now. So we just made it in the wood chips, which is coming in now. Yay, so we get some paper. Eventually. Low supply of coal, because of course. Let's have a look at this one. Well, almost all of them are upgraded. You just upgrade as well. How can this not be enough? Is that because... No, they should be digging coal and not just random crap. I really wanted this one to also be able to take out the mountains, but it can't. Like, this doesn't look like coal. This absolutely looks like coal, but this does not look like coal, and neither does any of this. So what are they doing over here? You're focused on coal, but you're still digging at this, which is anything but coal. But it's still weird if I look at it. Oh, it's actually just outside of the coal area. Okay, so they need to dig into this mountainside to actually get anywhere. This part here. Which is a hell of a lot of useless digging. Or dig down. Which is something. Low supply of rubber. That's finally what we were looking for. There we go. That one. That one. That one. This. And now also the wastewater from this is going away. There. That was a lot of useless stuff we got rid of. And then we need to enable the other ones as we now built it in from our new rubber location. What's the situation on this? What's the situation on this? Nothing. And these construction parts, I actually think I want to block you because I want them to stay in here. I also want them to be on because you need to be upgraded and you need to be upgraded. 113 and 25 of these lab equipment. So I need to build some lab equipment so that can be brought in here. That's why I don't want them on the belt. What about you? What are you doing? You're still... I think we just need to continue finding random stuff to upgrade here. Like, we see any truck that isn't assigned to anything, then just upgrade it. That one is assigned. Okay, that's a few extra trucks assigned. I was right by the same patch a few hours ago. What? This coal patch has a random rock layer in the middle. Yes. Okay. So it's not just me. Alright, so how is this one? And I'm going to be filtering this one on empty. That's some liquid stuff. Good. Alright. These are actually hopefully producing, removing stuff. What about the water? Is that... Now I don't get a water warning now. That's actually a problem. Yeah. So this one, if... Now these are probably water constrained or soon to be at least. No, they're not really, but they're getting there. So we do need... Oh, look at that. Glorious thing. Maybe I remove some of this. Because I should be able to empty this. And then once this empties, and this is empty, then we're going to be a little bit more happy. Those supply coal, those supply paper. That paper should be coming in. Oh, right, that's the reason. Do you have glass? Nope, I don't. Good point. I just need to trade for it because we don't have glass making. It's not available. It's much later tech. I mean, maybe it's available, but I don't have it, so... I need to trade for it. Wait, trade, rate. That's how it goes. And... Nope, that's not it. Oh, something has been picked up here. You can also be upgraded. Okay, so there's only 20. That one's already queued for upgrade. You're also getting queued for upgrade then. So a little bit comes in here. And when this goes up to 25, because it will, and then since this one is set to on, this one consumes 24 and makes 12. This one is producing 24 and it's also just lower tier. And then whatever we have here is going to get mixed in on the belt at 50-50 ratio. So 12, this one needs to get to 24. Low supply of coal. Yeah, should I panic about it? I should absolutely fucking panic about it. How the hell are we going to do this? I really don't want like digging down like randomly like this, but I don't really feel I have much of a choice right now. So this is the closest here. So that should hopefully take some of you, go over there. Some of you, go over there. It would also be nice to upgrade these, and honestly. Yeah. Coal, get it. There's stone on top. This is not stone on top. This is raw, nice, juicy coal that we have here. So. More coal coming in. I don't think it's... I think it's easy to fix. Like, easy to get it back online. It would just be nice if they were bigger trucks. Okay, so this one I like. Yeah, start easy with tutorials. Absolutely. Highly recommend. See. No labs available. Ah, look at that. One lab available now. Yay! And the other one needs to be built. And I need these ones coming in. As soon as we got enough. It's now at 19. And one more batch. And then I should be able to fast build it. Yes? There. And that means I can now unleash these. And we go up here, look at the coal. This one should now be filling up faster than it empties. Please. Did it drop it off on this one? Don't drop stuff off in these ones. That's silly. 175. Oops, there was a big one coming out. Oops. Fill it up faster. Get in there. Like, that's weird. Why did it come in with one? Woo! Look at that drifting. A drifting excavator. I still need someone out there digging. Is this not just a shadow or is that actually coal? It looks like that is coal. Actually down there, and I don't know, maybe shadow. Alright, let's have a look at the coal supply if that's getting better. It is getting better, except to take 60 out. Oh, what about you? You are scheduled for upgrade. Cool. I think it works. I think it's gonna get better, but yeah, it's not great. Alright, but this one I'm pretty happy with, right? I think that's about as good as we can make it. And this is still almost water constrained. Almost water constrained. I think we can fix the water constraintness because this is actually using a lot of water. So if I start... Ah, this one needs an update anyway. So let's make more. We have 21 workers. That's not really much. I'm feeling that this should be better because water pollution. Why are we still having so much water pollution? This one shouldn't be working. It quite simply shouldn't be working. Oh, that's like a disgusting thing. I'm gonna pause this one because I really don't want it to be worked at all. I think all of this should be flowing into these, which I will be emptying faster than I fill them up, I think. What is this? 36 plus 18, so that's 54 being consumed. And this is water is stuck. Ah, that damn fucking water. Kind of need to bring it all the way over and down to this one. It's the only place that it actually could do something. But that would mean that all of this has to be changed. Maybe? Could dump overflow with soil pollution. Yeah, but it's like this thing here is working overtime to feed water in. That's not a good sign, right? Let's just check up on this. Is it getting better or worse? It's not getting better. Okay. It's really not getting better. That's kind of disgusting that it's not getting better. And this one just has a long list of things that need to be upgraded or will get upgraded. And power generation is in progress, slowly. Okay, so can I even do this? Yeah, okay, I can. Weird. Why does it go so high up here? There you go. Looks better. Nope. It has to be on... I'm just gonna go on this line and see if that's right. It was not. Oh, it was. And then I flip it. And R to make sure that it doesn't collide. R again to make sure that it does collide or does merge, and then we build and build. Okay, so now I want to prioritize the stuff that goes here, obviously. But anything else, you can just send it that way, because that will guaranteed be used. Low splash limestone. Why? Is that just laziness or what? No, it's not laziness. It's the fact that I'm not having enough limestone here. Because we're actually starting to consume limestone. Oops. And how many do we have digging? Just one. Okay, well, we need more diggers then. I guess this one is the only thing that we can really take something out of. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you one more and 4. And you probably... Wow, that is a parking lot hanging out on the harbor. Huh. Well, I guess we're not in having those kind of issues anymore. Yeah. So I want to knock down the top here first. So first flatten it before digging down, I think. From saltwater instead of desalination. There, yes. That's good, because I moved it and it lost that priority. Good. That is a disgusting pipe, that one. This one's too much, but whatever. These are working. The small excavator is to reach, just do that. Low limestone, low supply of coal. It's getting better-ish. Now it's not getting better because something just got picked up. Yeah, we need these upgraded for sure. Let's have a look at the queue here. Oh, are you kidding me? What now? Can you not go out? You can go that way. Why are you not? Oh, you can't go that way. I did not think of that. It's kind of important, isn't it? Oh no. Oh crap. Can you just go around like this? Why can you not go around? Oh, because you can't cross this one either. Ugh. But if you could cross this, you could go up here, around, somewhere through this. No. Not even through that. You're going to build copper. Yeah, but stuff happened. Why is it altitude 6? 6 is the right one. Get that one out first. And then I still need this one now. This is ultra temporary, as all things are. No. No. You're blocking the extension of the bus. I know. That's why I'm building, saying it's temporary. And the other cars, they just go under. Like, nah, don't care. Alright. You, my friend, can still not go over there. But maybe when these come in and dig their way through that location, then they will be able to. Let's see. Let's at least get you to that location. You can do that. And soon you'll be able to get through the next. I was going to build copper. Oh, low supplies. I thought that was a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because that means we can delete all of this. And this one will be empty soon. And let's just remove it immediately. The other ones here, they're still pretty full, but they're not overflowing. Sulfur? What the hell? Oh, because I can't do it because of the stupid limestone. Everything is now revolving around the stupid limestone. God damn it. Are you doing limestone, or are you just hanging out? You're just not doing limestone. There. And yeah, you're coming through. You're coming through. This one. Look at the navigation. Where are you? Open tutorial. Navigation overlay. Oh, you can't. You still haven't gotten there yet. You'll get there. You'll get there, and then you'll dig through the rest. Yes, 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 yes. It's sneaking through. Sweet. All right. So that's 2 now. 2 limestoners. And I guess we can also just dig some of this down. Kind of. And then that's F. No, that's a wrong height. What the hell? Oh, right. Then that's... Oops. Let's hurry up and delete this before anyone notices. Nope, that's... There. Or is that correct? No, it's not. It should be actually started from here. And then the stuff that's 3 high here, we'll just merge over. Here. So that gets something more done. But I just need to make sure that I don't accidentally sort of breach it into the water. Which I can't at this height. Okay, never mind. Low supply of salt water. Perfect. Get rid of it. How's the offshore oil doing? I don't even dare look. Probably not good. Oh, this is nice that they can actually just jump up and down here. Whee! These are probably not the ones I should be marking, by the way. These ones should be marked. Oh, they're also assigned to something. Oh, yeah. I guess everything just needs to be marked now. But anyway, this one has done its job and cut through so we can get that. Okay, so limestone, you say? Rock should now be on B, actually. Because I'm just noticing something. If they can't come in from this side and pick up the limestone because it's too far away. So I'm going to need to move it down here because they can reach over 1 belt, but they can't reach over 3 belts. So by doing this, they don't have to go around to pick up. They can just come in here, pick it up. There you go. There's some good stuff here. And that's the one. Yay, where are you going? Exactly where we needed to go. Perfect. Sorting capacity, pick up something. What? Oh, right. Let's just junk that. Fine. Junk that as well. I could have sent it in there, but it was 1. Any other ones? You know what? I think it's time for us to reassign them back to their own area. There we go. And just put limestone in there. Just... What do you have? Rock and limestone. I'm just going to allow limestone to be... There. How's the coal? Coal has stopped complaining. Yay! No more coal complaining. Whew. They can move desalination further inland. Yes. That's nice. I suppose. Alright. Copper. Oh, power. Oh, power not yet. But coal... this one, yes. So what I want to do is actually basically just... kind of this. But here. I think I'll just kill all of it and then hope that it'll work. Right? There. But this pipe is weird. Not need to be there. And we also need to do something better with the pipes. And a flat balancer. There. Yeah. And I think this is kind of important to get built. There. And coal line goes in here. And then, oh, that's not the coal line, that's this one. Good. And the coal line will then be pretty much the same thing. Yep. And hold on, coal, how much coal? 9 coal, so this is not a problem to feed it on one belt. But this will definitely not be on one belt. Yeah. There. I think that's it. And then I need to ununit to these. And just see if I can build all of it. Can I? Looks like it. Asset, yes. We'll do, we'll have this one coming in and competing against the asset coming in. So I'll change this. And then I want like a pipe section here. And that will be, how much does it use? It's 6 or 6, so we can just use the cheap pipes. There. And they should just be bringing it into these ones, right? Or what? Where are they bringing them in? Where are they bringing the water? I don't know. Somewhere silly? Okay. Some of the acid water pipes are the wrong direction. Yes. Makes sense. That one I have no idea which way it's going. Oh yeah, that's definitely wrong way. And then I'm gonna go there and delete this one. Are you empty? Yes, you're empty. So we'll just take this out and make it acid instead. And then I prioritize acid inbound. So as long as we have acid, yes please. Isn't it a little bit annoying that they can't go through? But they can't go through anyway because of all the other stuff, so no worries. And that prioritizes this way. I don't think I care if the acid is low. And then I should have the acid recipe as well. And let that be first priority. There we go. Low supply of water, we are aware. Off on that. The way to reach the acid, that's kind of a point. Yeah, that's kind of not a point, but it's kind of true. Oh man, that sucks. This is expensive. Do I like it this close or do I not? Not really. Try that. That should be possible to reach. Low supply of copper. That's correct. And everything else looks fine, right? Yeah. Is anything not working here? Like, we're getting the water in, finally. But we want to get some acid inbound. So I think the acid should be fine now. Oh, I'm not requesting it, right? No, I am requesting it. Let's just get it like really high priority just to see if anything comes in. Because it's a little bit weird why nothing is happening. Hello, Anonymous. Off. There we go. That's the one. It was set to off. I don't know why. Copy paste. Let's see. Oh, I see a convoy here. An acid convoy, I think. Choo-choo. Export is off. Yes. There we go. Good. So now I can turn down the priority. I was just... when it's at priority 9, you go like, it could be the priority. It shouldn't be, but it could be. And I think I need to do more of this. Yes. More. More. Ah, we're upgrading the expensive ones. Okay, copper supply is low, but we still have a little bit of buffer before panic strikes. And I guess it's also time for us to start upgrading these ones, right? They've been idling for a long time, and at some point everything needs to be upgraded, right? So now these are scheduled as well. And now I need to take a break. I forgot my 10 o'clock break and sorely needed it. So now I'm going to take a short break, and I also have forgotten to take any kind of saves today. So this will be Twitch 19? Yeah. We need to get the power going today. We're not going to get the oil, unfortunately, or diesel, but power used to cap. That's perfect. Oh, with 10 workers, that's not so perfect. Anyway, that's something for after the break. Be back in 2 minutes. Thank you all for joining. Alright, welcome back. So, low supply of copper hasn't fixed itself during my break. Boo! But it's getting better. Yeah, it's getting up there. Yes, good. Right, so power, yes, is almost done. I just realized we're using too much power here, so I am pretty sure that these ones are activating once in a while. Maybe. And yeah, there was something about the population. Yes, that's a good point. Let's quick deliver one more so we get bigger population space. Oh, these ones should not be there. And you can go away. Oh, you should go away. Bling! There it was. No research. Alright, well, I'm gonna... Thermal desalination is really nice. Chicken farm might be nice as well. Let's see. Storage, the large storage. Ship bridge, what does that give? Better radar for area exploration. I don't know, maybe. Recycling edicts is nice. Recount the chicken, yeah. Salt production is a prerequisite for the glass, which is deep down the tree. Chicken farms is also nice. Edicts are probably nice. And fermentation, I don't know. Not just yet. Good. Let's start designing the power now that we have the ingredients. I'm going to design it up here. Well, we started with something. Let's figure out how big we want it. I think it's going to be the same size as this, just with more pieces in the puzzle. Let's see. Electricity. So I have a high pressure turbine. That is the 24. 24. So each of these is producing 48. So 48 is going to be our baseline number. Yeah, you're going to need medical. Yes. I was looking for the medical as well. Medical is steel and anesthetics, which is alcohol. So I need to get alcohol and alcohol and steel before that. Here's actually a weird thing, I think. There should be, under treats, there should be alcohol here. That would be nice. And I think it would be not inappropriate. They're chucking along, these ones. These poor little buggers out here. Okay, so now they're also scheduled. Should be under vitamins. I don't think so. Okay, so these two go in here, and then we now have the next kind, and that's the medium pressure ones. They will now go... Oh, these two are turned the wrong way. There. And there. So this is just going to be one long stretch of happiness. And that will be 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. So it's 18 in total. And that means we need to get 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need some flywheels. 1, 2, and maybe 3. I don't know. Probably. Maybe 4, actually. It's a little bit of a big build. Okay. So... I want to make sure that we can have 2 different things inbound. I don't know what I'm going to be getting, but I need something on liquid and I need something on solid to go into each of these, and then it'll be prioritized. That means we need a prioritizer here. Let's try and see how close. Oh, also the cooling tower. Cooling tower is important. How good is the cooling tower? Cooling tower is going to take the depleted steam. Yeah, depleted steam. Oh. There, depleted steam, 24 depleted steam. That means I need 2 towers to process this. Can I can plug them in directly. Is that a good idea? Maybe. It takes a little bit more space, but it's already like a monstrosity. And that means this water needs to go back and compete against the water coming inbound. And that's again a liquid balancer, like this, for example. There. There, I think that's better. Actually, I think I need them closer. Oh, look at that. Carbon dioxide smokestack. It's too much. But this one's 60. But the smokestack can only handle 60. That sucks. These are type 1s, yes. That will now be... I don't want to make it closer than this because then it starts colliding with... It gets it's ugly bound here. So all of this is... There. Yep. And... use the large one for both. Yeah. Then I need to make them towards each other. That's also what I was... It doesn't really do anything. Like, nothing bad happens from that. It's just a little uncomfortable. I don't think this works. Oh, this is... It's the damn intersections here, right? Like, I don't want to look at this all the time with these two annoying markers here, so it kind of has to be all the way out there, which means everything else has to be... weird, but it needs to. And then the water is here. I think I should switch these two. Is there another way that I could do this? Could I make it up on here on the side? I could probably, but I do like the fact that I can then say that those inputs are really confusing. A loose belt here. Like that. And this one is then also the pipe that goes in with, for example, the fuel gas or whatever else I'm going to use for fueling it. With current balance, it is beneficial to convert fuel gas to hydrogen and then use hydrogen for steam. Okay. Except I can't make hydrogen, so that's kind of a little bit of a non-issue. I guess you're thinking of this one, right? But I don't have that hydrogen reformer. Oh, low supply of coal. Oh man, how did that happen again? Oh, because it was going so well. They'll come back to that soon enough. How about the copper? Oh, now it's copper ore. Yeah, it's kind of not surprising since we have that issue here. But the fact that we've now filled up this one entirely and the other one not entirely, then this is weird. Like, this is running like crazy. But it's not prioritized, but this is... Why? Clearly this looks like this is prioritized when it goes directly into this. Or this one just goes into hyperdrive. Look at that, it's completely emptying one. Okay. This looks buggy. Actually, I don't need as big of a storage, right? Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Take that out. I don't know. We'll try this. Clearly a lot of stuff is still going here. There must be like an internal buffer here. I would guess that it's something to do with the internal buffer of this one is interacting with the internal buffer of that one, and therefore it just throws things in incredibly fast. That would be my guess of why it does something so weird. Good. So we'll do this. And then we also have enough copper suddenly. Except for the copper ore still not there, but... they are coming in. They're taking out the stuff that's necessary and all that, so... Mechanical parts. That's not good. Why you know mechanical parts? Wonder why. Why raise it up to go under the bridge? Because otherwise they can't get into the acid. Yeah. So that's why. Well, now they actually would be able to, because I made it closer. So I think they can still reach it if there's like one space. I think they can reach over 2 spaces, but not 3. Copper ore mechanical parts is a disaster. Where are the mechanical parts? Yeah, 160. Yeah. Reach over 1 belt? Okay, I thought it was 2. 2 tiles they could reach, but only over 1. No, look at that. What are they doing? They're unloading directly in here? They should not be doing that. Did they unload? What? Kidding me? This is set to steel. Steel go up. Iron turn off. There. Turn off. That one. And everything else is just junk. There we go. I think that was the problem. This is making 24 plus 24 plus, well, more than 1 belt. Alright. Now it's coming in. I don't even dare say it, but I'm going to say it now. I don't have faster belt, by the way. Yeah, I'm surprised that this has been holding up so well. Our... yeah. Our... What is it called? Yeah, our maintenance. But that's probably not going to be holding up anymore. Alright, so this thing here is final, right? I think this looks good. And I think that you can do auto balance on 1 and auto balance on 2, and it shouldn't fuck up too bad, but I don't really feel confident about any of this anymore. There, and it prioritizes the inbound from that side. And then it... Oh, this is also weird now. Oh, but you can't do that over here because this annoying thing is going to block. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. You prioritize that inbound and whatever other inbound comes in. Right, so this thing here, I'm not just going to have one of those, I'm going to have multiple. Kind of like it like this. Nope. There. Yeah, so they're middle of this tile. Yep. And now I need to build it over on this side. Or more accurately, where should I build it is the next question, because that doesn't seem like a good idea. I need to build it close to the coal, yeah, and also close to water. Easier said than done. But I guess if we build the water over here, we can also drag the water over here. Like, this might be the least awful place to build it, right? I think that water is going to be... Well, water is not actually as big of an issue. Like, with this, we're going to get 50% more power for the same amount of coal. We're going to use half as much water. So, that's both really good things. Yeah. I can't take this out until the other one is up and running. Is there room to get the fuel in with the balancer that close? No. Yes, I do have this is the lift, so that goes up to level 1, and this one can just go up to level 2. That's my intention, is that fuel gas or whatever gas is going to be at level 2, and the solids will be at level 1. It does kind of feel a little bit weird to not have a... I think I should have a dedicated box here. Just so that this is the one that freaks out when things are... Also, it'd be nice to actually get it in from one side and instead of... Because I would like to have 4 of these. Let's get it in from this side then. Yeah. And this will be coal. And this will be screaming if it's empty. That looks good. Dedicated water box for water as well. Probably. Also just a little bit of where the water should be coming from. I guess it's coming from over here. Yep. This be water and screaming if empty. Probably actually before empty, but still. See, I don't like that they're not on top of each other. I really should have like one line of water, one liquid fuel, one solid fuel. Those are the things, or actually the 2 last should be reversed. I don't like that they're not right on top of each other. It seems a little bit sloppy. Also, this thing here doesn't look good. Because they're like all over the place, these 3 things. That looks better. But I still have the issue. It's this damn thing. It's this damn thing. By the way, can I just... Where was it? Remove debris. It would need to be 2 more spaces here. Or that's not a disaster. That's not actually a disaster. Then they might actually be able to get a little bit more compact. Yeah, this is better. And then all of this was just a mess then. There we go. That's good. It's good? Yes. There you go. And then I can get... Let's try to make it like a module like this. And then water comes in. Where does the water come in? I can't really get it in anywhere else but out here. Because even if it's up here, then it would go in and go out of that. It doesn't seem right. Well, I can do this. No. It has to be out here. Is that level 2 or level 3? That's level 2. So let's keep it at level 2. No, let's keep it at level 3. Because then I have the fuel gas on level 4. Yeah, water's on the ground? Yeah. But I don't like water on the ground. Like, it is for this build. But I don't generally like water on the ground. Because pipes are cheaper to raise than belts. Belts cost more power when they're raised. I know it's a silly thing but to worry about, but... Oops. And then I will build another line to here. There. What if I built the water line on top here? Just toying with this idea. How would I get it? Couldn't I get it from here and into that one? Yeah, I could. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's the one. Done. Thermal desalination. Good. And this is now 2 from the edge, 2 from the edge, and really nicely positioned in the middle. Good. I like it. Let's copy that. And if it's snugly in with the other one, it might even be so much that I would want to... Here. And then I know this one goes up 1 and in. Yep. Yeah. Right, so that's working. And then water comes from this side, and I don't have any other fuel storage right now that I can deal with, so let's keep that. Yeah, this whole thing needs to be rotated. There. There. Good. Check water return priority on bouncer. Good point. I am prioritizing that one inbound. Yes. There. Good point. Really good point. I think we're ready to build it. I will just need to take... Go this way. That one. That one. And I'm just gonna build you in here instead. Oops. Okay. And you're gonna be water, and you're gonna be hysteric about being empty. And I'm gonna be prioritizing these two, but if there's more than that, please do share it. Let's get the inbounds first. How did we lose all of our coal suddenly? Holy smokes, what is going on? What's this? What are you? You are... What? Why are they not going into this one? I don't get it. Like, why are they not going in? Because this one can't support anymore. That's so annoying. So now it says... It's because they are constrained by these stupid belts. Upgrade. There. I forgot I had these belts. Yeah. And now everything doesn't work. Low supply of steel. We've been looking at this for too long time, and it's been broken for too long time. Why are you over here when you could be over here? Isn't that weird? Like, why are they all just deciding to... Oh, it's because they've been replaced. And that's why they don't remember that they have to be prioritized for coal, because they're the big ones now. The big boys. And they have now, as a product of being upgraded, they forgot that they were supposed to focus on coal. Oops. Oh. Nice. Except not at all. That's a peculiar little issue. And now everything is bad. But at least they're big trucks. They're big boys. They can... they should be doing stuff. That's some coal coming in. Some green coal here. Get in there. This one's just emptying too slow. Why not under the ramp? Yeah. Pretty good idea, actually, to put it into the ramp, under the ramp. Yes. Let's do that. There, there, and there. Love this number. I don't know why, but this one just speaks to me. What? Oh. Luckily we have lots of construction materials, so I can go here. Good. And they are prioritized, and then any excess goes the other way. And right now, sorry, but not important to fill up the new buffer when the old buffer is pretty shit. Green coal. What is this problem with steel? That's probably just the coal, right? It can't be anything else than that. It could be the fact that we just want more. I don't know why this one is just... You've been out of coal for a long time? Yeah. And now also diesel. Be probably related, right? Oh, water is fucked. How is water fucked? Oh. No? And we're out of power now. Now the comes crashing down. But I did notice it in, I'm not going to say good time, but in some kind of time. So now we have back at this, right? They are producing. Waiting for products to be eaten. I don't know what product they say they're missing. So this is working. It's... it's damn copper coal coming in here. Yeah, we need to make sure that this belt is full. Should I upgrade it? 33? Fuck it. Do it. It's going to stop for a little bit, but then it's going to be going much quicker. Okay. Interesting how the coal is just not really going in here fast enough. Like, it's lots of coal here, but why is it not being pushed into this one then? It's just too slow. Alright, so this one's now working at 200. And that should easily be enough to keep this flowing. Yes. Alright, so let's get the power going first. Now that means that it should be 100%. Don't get it. Just don't get it. They're working efficiency 100%, but these are not spinning. A little bit spinning now. Okay, so now they take over the demand. And then these ones should stop working. Yeah. Okay, so that alleviates a little bit of that. Copper is, of course, low because it's been struggling with this. Actually not. Have 3 sorting plants on coal mine. Was well constrained by output speed. Yeah. That's also something that I seem to realize now. Alright, so you have been not doing so great lately here. But I'm producing it at 24 times 4. That's 96 per minute. That should be enough. And everything is here. So this one is fine. Like, it has everything. So it's producing fast enough. Steel is now the next problem. Thank you, Rosie Hoser. Thank you for the 90 months. How do you feel about the Ashlands vids? Are you going to replay? Yeah, tomorrow I'm starting up a new series. of Ashlands. So very much, I've been looking forward to it. It's one of my big things that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Oh, man. Okay, these are slowly emptying, but they're certainly not emptying fast enough to my liking. Are you not? Yeah, you are getting in here, but we're just not consuming enough. Can't believe we have to go up there. 120 productivity. I have not figured out how to manage fertilizer. It's either too much or too little. It's never the right amount. This is the busiest belt, but maybe that one also gets a little bit more busy. One of the farms had no fertilizer. Yeah, it's true. It's probably like a ghost thingy. Is it because it's... this is the problem with... There are two different things. It just doesn't work. Prioritize this one. Is that really what I want? Prioritize that? Or do I want to prioritize this? I don't know. That's the next big issue. Wow, look at that. That's a disaster. That is... Corn is just... too much corn. Oh no, this one should be alerting me if it's full. And Julian, thank you for the tier 3 for 39 months. Very much appreciated. Hello everybody. Hello to you. Are you rejecting full loads or sending them directly to the first bin? For what? For... it depends. In this case, no, I'm not. I'm not rejecting those because I found that then they were sort of taking the coal and going all the way down here, and I didn't want that. I want them to stay close. All right. Fertilizer, low supply of water. That's... I don't know if that's weird, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing, and it's probably because we're using too much here. Yeah, water usage is definitely increased. I think I'll pause you again just to see. All right, we're still working on this one. So how do we do this? I think we definitely also need to upgrade this. I think we build one of them at a time. So let's do that. There. That one. And the water is coming in. Yes, water's fine. Water's also fine here. All right, now it's going to be interesting to see if this does anything. Keep going, keep going. Steam output of balancer. It's working fine. I don't know what... There's nothing missing here. Dedicated routes for core box. Yeah, that I don't really like. I don't see any pipes missing. Okay, good. Oh, look at that. Just now it looks like a proper power plant. They also changed the smoke thing here. high supply of corn is sucky. That needs to be burned through, and that means this one has to be working on more stuff. I think I can do, or I have to do this. So this one will burn through 60 corn per minute if I allow it. Which is honestly means that all of this is completely irrelevant because it's going to be consuming a full build anyway. Unless we can... But I'm not producing more than 60 corn, am I? Like this is 5. Yeah. Really isn't that much. So it's just a full storage, but that'll be disappearing now. Like the belt here is not full of corn. So that corn will be removed now faster than it comes in. Good. Really don't need 3 of these because it's producing too fast. I don't know. Should I upgrade the belts? I really shouldn't because these can only take 24 if they're speeding up, so completely useless. Yeah. Always max belt for no reason. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that one. Especially since it's not really constrained. Even, yeah, if I just took that out, or no, if I just did this, it would consume 60. And I think 60 is enough, but we'll do this one just to float it. 36, and each of these are now 12. So that means you should be continuously working. That means we get more of this, which means we get over here. Then we need to have you prioritized. And high storage of fertilizer too. We just can't get rid of our fertilizer fast enough. Ideally, we direct this to one thing and the other fertilizer to another thing, but yeah. Glass reminder, thank you. Yep, it was very much stuck, and there's still a fill queue. Now, low supply of steel is concerning, considering that's what keeps everything else alive. So I guess this might be the next thing we want to build. Oh, hold on. How's our power doing? Better-ish? Should I build the other one? Oh, no. Why not? Ah. Loans. Too much. 300. 295. That's exactly 40. I like that. Not enough unity. Well, there is that. But we still need to build it. So get on with it. And I wonder when I can shut this off. Could I shut one of these off? Yeah, you can turn on the other one now. That's what something you would say, but that's not something I would feel super confident about. Like, for example, what you, yeah, okay. One is set to autobounds, one is not set to autobounds. One is autobounds, one is not set to autobounds, because I think I need something always running. These stupid flywheels are flywheeling. Yeah, okay. Living life to the max. I am living life on the edge. I solve my Sudokus with a pen and not a pencil. That's how much of a bad boy I am. And this just doesn't really seem to keep up. And that's also because this just goes everywhere. But it's also a good opportunity for us to do some desalination plant over here. But not today. So my plan for Captain of Industry is that I will keep playing this because I like it, and I'll be playing it until, or not until, but I'll be playing it. I'm playing it again on Wednesday, so it's gonna be. My plan is still 2 times a week. I don't feel this is getting better, is it? Oh, it is absolutely getting better. It's empty now. Great, 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 great. Perfect. Yeah. And low supply of mechanical parts. That's not great. Because we kind of need those mechanical parts. And that's because of the steel. So I think we also need the steel but done now. There. It's a little bit silly way of doing it, but now that's how I'm doing it now. High pressure. I saw something that was not good. I mean, there's water here, so I guess we're getting somewhere. Mechanical parts. High pressure turbine needs a transport. What? Yeah, okay, you're getting it. You're getting it. Don't worry. You're getting it. Not enough workers. Of course not. How many not enough workers do we have? 8 not enough workers. Let's buy them. There we go. Needs a transport to output steam. That must be that one, right? So this one should be the highest priority build. Not enough workers. Where? I don't think I can take this out right now. Fucking get out. Get out of here. Get out of here. You get out of there. You get out of there. That's it. Not enough unity. But it should give us some more mechanical part or some construction parts that we can use for this. What is the problem with this? What is the problem? I don't get it. Is it this one? 32. And we're just gonna take another loan. $150. $145. Let's do that. Ah, it disappeared immediately. Oh, because of Unity. I don't have the Unity for it. Ah, well, they'll come in. What about those workers, though? Where are those, Maybe I take you out, then. That's still not enough workers. Oh, it's 4 in these. Ding. And this one's full. Get more workers. Is that because of the steel plant that was just built now? I think so. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Hey, now it's complaining on 2 things. And fertilizer 2 is not working. Because I am producing a hell of a lot of fertilizer 1 or fertilizer natural fertilizer, and that means all these pipes are weird. That's what they are. Oh, don't upgrade this kind of stuff. Like, I feel that steel should be getting better now. Like, both of these are working good, so that'll give us 48 steel. And the full power of both plants, I had better experience by changing the priorities. So one runs at full power and the second one starts up. Ugh, that doesn't sound good. Thank you for that insight. I don't think that doesn't sound like it's gonna work well, because the startup part, I feel the startup part is really fragile and weird. So I'd rather have 2 of them running at 60% than one is running at 100% and the other one at 0%, even though it's slightly using slightly more. So I have 10 from these 2, right? So I have 24 from these 2, right? Each of these is producing, yeah, 18 mechanical power. That gets to be 12 and No, so it's 12 plus 12, 24. 24 power here, and I'm using about half. That's when it could work. And doing the autobalance on one of them, but not the other one. So that something is going. Which should be that most of the time one is going to be shut off, and then it'll sort of bounce up, turn on a little bit once in a while. So I think this is the right way. Okay, steel is not good. Mechanic parts, that should be fixed. That's the water complaint. That's fine. This one should be actually complaining if it's less than 25%. Okay, so let's see what we just got built here. The copper is fine. The mechanical parts need to be fine too. If we look at where the steel is going, it's not like empty belts here. It's just from here and into this one that's a problem. And the mechanical parts are primarily going in here. Surprise, surprise. Ship bridge. Oh, really? Should I just build a ship bridge just because? What does it do? Provides advanced radar capabilities. Ooh. 400 steel. And some mechanical parts. It's probably not a good idea to do the two things that are not working right now and prioritize those. Ah, maintenance at 70. No, no, you shouldn't. Let's hurry up and maintenance. There you go. That helps. But is the maintenance junk because because I'm not producing anything. Right, the consumption hasn't increased, but it's the production that's just in the shitter, right? Because of the lack of this. So it's 12 plus 12 plus 12. This one is actually consuming 36 of the steel. But at least if we look at this now, it looks like it's... Yeah, this belt is stuck now, which is good. In 3 months, we have to make sure that that actually gets paid. Okay, so that's already good. So I can do the quick trade here. There. Some more. So we can keep changing, upgrading. What's actually the status of the upgrade here? Got 6 of those upgraded. 10 not upgraded. 28 still not upgraded here. I think this is a good time to upgrade these. That's 3. I think I have 4, yes. So that's the 4 here, and then also upgrade all the other ones. I really wish there was like a way to just go upgrade everything, go. But then again, I wouldn't want them randomly updated. I would want them kind of in a meaningful way updated, I guess. So adding more to the queue here. Maintenance, go, go, go. There's no point in upgrading the last one because it's a lack of inbound here. This is using 24 plus 24. Yeah, okay. So. That little belt, if that got upgraded, maybe that would help. By cheating a little bit so they can put it in here faster than they can go out. That means it can by definition not be water. That's unfortunately not something I can do a hell of a lot about without changing this one. So that one should be the best one to upgrade. High supply fertilizer, low supply water. Steel is not so great. They are working. No. Why? Is that the oxygen is not coming in? Why? Look at the oxygen here. It's not fast enough. Like, look, they're all just running a little bit low. It's tier 2 all the way, but it's empty all the way as well. Huh. Oh, there it is. Oh, noes. That was it. There we go. Okay, so that should fix the steel. 87! Woo! We are saving it, we're getting better, and only when... Alright, so first maintenance has to bump up and get to 100. Then this buffer has to get to 100%. Then these have to stop working, and then the belt has to buffer up to 100%. And then that steel belt buffers, and then we get rid of the not enough steel. So everything just takes a long time. And we still haven't done this part. But hey, look at this. We are gradually working our way through this. It's actually quite amazing. So that one is out. And that one is out. Yes. Whew. And anything stalling here? No, not really. Well, yes. This one's stalling because of a lack of ammonia. Ask me about ships. Hello. You are Nilaus. I am. Oh, sorry. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. Indeed. Ask you about ships. Is it worth getting the radar update at this point? Well, it's 2 minutes past 2 and we did not get a level 5. Psh, I don't even remember when we got that last time. So it is time for us to wrap up. I think that we have we've certainly solved some problems. Like the big design for today is this one, the sexy stripper, and after that we also got the power plant and all the annoying things with the power plant. We upgraded, doubled our production of copper, we doubled our production of steel as well, and we upgraded science to one more step. So I think a lot of good steps forward. And in the next episode, next stream, I don't really know what it's going to be. Don't know. Also, we are continuously working on our vehicle update here, which just is very, very gradual. Oh, wow, steel is a problem. Actually, I should bring steel in here then, if these are needing steel. It's only that one. I don't think these need steel. Cool. Recycling might be something we'd want to scale up. But it... I don't know. Or maybe glass is definitely a thing we want next time. Oh yeah. First, most important thing is getting a better oil with all of the stuff here we need. Oh, naphtha processing. So when we get naphtha processing, which is the next one, then that's definitely it. And then we need to build a better one. And we can just hope that there's room for it here. Otherwise, we'll just cry and yell and scream and, you know, the usual. And yeah. Cool. And then, of course, there will be some more work on a lot of the mines need to really seriously dig down like this one is doing now. Yeah. And when are we cutting through? We're not really, because these are not getting updated. And we don't have enough trucks here, so that's lots of stuff to do. Yeah, naphtha processing, sure. Right, add cracking to the queue. Yeah. Oh, cracking don't we have cracking? Isn't that this one? Reforming and cracking. Oh, yeah, that's actually the one that it needs to be done first before all the other crap. Oh, recycling it is, I want that. And then reforming this one. That's going to be the next. So until we get 10% and then recycling increase 1, 2. Oh, this one's just a flat. Ah, okay. And ship engines. Oh, never mind. Anyway, be back on Wednesday. But also tomorrow will be the startup of the new series of Valheim. So if you want to join on the Ashlands journey for Valheim, then come join tomorrow. I hope it's going to be great. I hope it's going to be fun. I hope a lot of people will join. And I'll be playing with my existing character in a new world. So there's going to be some things that will be super easy, like the killing trivial monsters, but we're still going to have to go around to the entire world to get all the stuff we need. So it'll be I think that'll be the good balance between getting into the new zones and also not just completely skipping the rest. So Wednesday's Oddsparks, Thursday Oddsparks fell out because it's just not as important as Valheim. So this week will be Captain Industry and Valheim. Oddsparks, I don't think there's anything we need to do that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be playing it. So anyway, thank you for joining. Good night, everyone. Take care and stay effective, and I hope to see you tomorrow.